Good morning, my name is Susan Jane and I'm the Intuitist. I'm coming to you from Currumbin Creek. Again this morning, it's a beautiful morning, and you can see by the movement on the trees there how pretty it is on here. So it's just lovely. Today I want to talk to you. People have asked me if intuition can be swayed or manipulated and changed. And I wanted to answer that question in a particular way, because when you understand what intuition is, you can understand that it can't be swayed, it can't be manipulated, it certainly can't be changed. And that's because intuition is information coming from our spirit to our physical body. And it's done in various different ways. You can get more on that through the other blogs if you just want to type in through the search bar. So what I want to talk to you is just a little bit about the routine and how it goes through. So information comes from your inner guidance or your inner spirit. So we get this information, or you get that gut feeling. So that information is received by our physical body, by us. We need to interpret it, and we need to assess it to see whether it actually suits us. We don't necessarily have to do what our intuition tells us to do every time, all the time, at every space. It is guidance coming to us, but you will get the understanding when you don't do it, because it will keep repeating. You will keep seeing it, you will keep getting that understanding. So there's information that comes to us. Now, depending on where we are at the time it's coming to us, it depends on how open we are, what space we're in, what's happening in our lives. A lot of this is dependent on how we assess this information. So that is what we're experiencing in our physical will make a big difference to how we're going to assess it and what we're going to do with that information. So we will get the information, and some of it will stick. Some of it we'll understand, some of it we'll take on board. Others we will let go. We won't hear it, we won't listen to it, we won't take it on board, we won't understand it. Or we might look at it in a different way, and not necessarily the way that we were supposed to look at it. So when something does go wrong, it's not necessarily your intuition that's created the problem. It's more about how we've interpreted and taken on that information. So one example is that we are looking at buying a house. Now, we put an offer on in a house, and we checked with our intuition, we checked with the pendulum, we checked with the cards, we checked all different ways, because we were a little bit unsure on what price to put down and different areas like that. We assessed it pretty thoroughly. Now, all the information we were getting back, it was very positive. So yes, go for it. Yes, you put down that much money, rah, rah, rah. And consequently with that, we thought, oh, this is it, we have got it. But I knew when I went to bed that night that we didn't have it. It wasn't ours. But it wasn't the intuition that was wrong. It was the understanding of what we needed to do. So what I saw as very, very positive was the fact that we've gone now through the process of doing that, through the process of understanding if the money we're putting in, understanding how to apply for a house or to purchase a house. We've got all that information, we've got what we need and how we need it. So I see that as a very positive aspect. So my partner sort of said, well, you know, my intuition was right. We did everything. Why didn't we get it? And the reality is we weren't meant to get it, but we were meant to go through the process of getting it. So now we have more knowledge, more understanding, and we can look at that aspect of it. We were physically attached, or emotionally attached. We were attached to the outcome. Our physical body was attached to the outcome. When we let go, that's when it will be a lot different. So that's what it's all about. It's all about getting that understanding, and I just love watching the patterns on the trees. It just looks amazing. So yes, our intuition can't be swayed. Our emotions can be swayed, but our intuition can't be swayed. It will give us what we need. How we respond to it is where we can have the swaying happening. So just be aware of that again. There's no right or wrong, it's just what is what is. So this is Susan Jane. I hope that's helped you. Intuition is always right. It is just how we interpret it that makes the difference. I'm going to sign out and say bye for now. This is Susan Jane, the Intuitist, and have a fantastic day. All the best.